Even hear me? Can you hear me now? There we go. Hey everybody, this is Clifford Stummy, the Pop Song Professor, and welcome to this event where we will be doing a lot of different stuff. We're going to be talking about your songs, your suggestions, what you love, live, laugh, love. So let's get down to it. So I'm going to start off with some song requests from my patrons. And if you guys have any songs that you would like to request that I listen to right here, right now, and that we talk about, go ahead and put them in the chat. We'll do this for a while and have some fun with it. So first off, song request from a patron. We've got Joel, and he says, Spring and the Storm by Tally Hall. I've been waiting forever to suggest some of their songs. Nice, Joel, that's amazing. So let's listen. Now, if it suddenly goes dark and you can't see anything, that's because I've been copyright struck. Yeah, you guys can hear my vent in the back. I'll have to turn that off for next time. But if you can't hear anything, it's just because I got copyright struck. Don't worry, I'll be back. It happens. And yeah. All right, Spring and the Storm by Tally Hall. So Tally Hall is kind of got like a folk aspect to them, but they've got like almost 3 million monthly listeners on Spotify. That's pretty insane. Spring and something. Wait, no, I did it wrong. Spring and the Storm. Thank you. Spring and the Storm. Tally Hall. Oh, not showing up. Let's see if they've got it on YouTube. Spring and the Storm, Tally Hall. Spring and a Storm. There we go. Okay. All right, we'll listen to this for about a minute, then we'll chat about it, and then we'll move on to some song requests from you guys. Thanks, Joel, for requesting this one. Okay. All right, so I really like the sound of that song. That's super, super cool. I think what I was thinking at first is like there's no lows to this. Like this is all mids and maybe a little bit of highs, and so it felt really, really flat. But then they were doing that on purpose because they hit you in the chorus with it, and it turned out to be really, really cool. So if any of you guys want to check out that song by Tally Hall called Spring and a Storm, and they've got like the little springy or the storm sound effects in the background. I think that's super awesome. Spring and the Storm lyrics. Yeah, one time I tried to sing about a spring and a storm, but you know how it goes. Blah, 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 blah. Won't you please stop complaining? I'm playing a song, but all the rain comes down the same, falling to where it came, from where it came, on the ground, then background up in the sky. That's really cool. Like a reverie on nature. But I think you return to obscure or wherever you were before you were, but I won't let you lose yourself in the rain. Okay, you're a star, silent explosive. It sounds like this song is going to get way cooler. I'm definitely going to give this song a listen to myself in my own time. But let's go ahead and take one from you guys. So we've got a request here. Now I would love to look at your songs that you've written in particular. That would be, I think, the best way for us to spend our time today, but I'm definitely taking suggestions on anything. So I'm seeing Let Go by J. Joseph, Keon YT. Let's definitely check that out and see what's up with Let Go by J. Joseph. I've listened to a fair bit of J. Joseph, and I've even done a video on his music. like a song or two. But I don't know if I've seriously listened to this one yet. Let's see what he's got. How is this dude doing this? All right, that song, yeah, it slaps pretty hard. What did Mint Music Official? I love that song. It slaps harder than Will Smith. That is pretty hilarious. And somebody else, Deacon Vlogs, Shy Away got me into J. Joseph. And yeah, because I actually explained in the music video, like the song explanation for Shy Away, how this was about Jay and about like Tyler being like, yeah, go give it a shot, and you'll come back and you'll be changed and other people will be changed. But it's just going to happen, and like you got to go for it. And I think we talked a little bit about Jay's music there, and it turned out pretty well. Matthew McRae, like you should link to it, man. We want to listen to your bad 12-year-old rap song. But J. Joseph, let's look at the lyrics on this one. J. Joseph. Oh, there's like covers of this stuff already. Wow. How lucky as an aspiring artist to have a brother who's like one of the most famous musicians in the world. Insane. Shadows growing on the back porch. I'm getting knocked down again. Don't want to be myself without you, but now I got to change again. I don't really got no problems, well, except for grammar. Working on my self-esteem, but shadows growing on the back porch. I've been wishing it was all a dream. About time I called it off. I don't really want to let go. Got my money on an echo. Just know that I'm okay. I don't really want to break your heart. How do people ever get this far? The things that are of you, forget it all someday and lose my halo. I want to bet it all and let them know the truth. You won't forget it all someday and lose what they know. You come around too much when shadows feed on dusk. Interesting. I'm better now that I cut my ties in a burnt down house. Dang, I really wonder what this is about. I mean, it sounds like there's a relationship. Maybe he's like leaving a bad friendship or something like that. I don't really want to let go. Got my money on an echo, something that's like was good but isn't any longer, and it's more of just a memory. Like that's pretty deep stuff. I really like that. Good job, Jay. Good job. All right, what else do we got here? Feels like Tyler gave him some ideas. He does mention shadows a fair bit. All right. I have 2 songs. One I wrote in 14 days. Well, Mint Music, send us a link, yo. Let's take a look at something else. Oh, here's a few. Saint, Salmon, The Shins, Australia, Shins, and Colors by Matthew Mole. Matthew Mole is awesome, guys. And in fact, yeah, let's talk about Matthew Mole for a second, because he is a really good musician, and he actually reached out to me a long time ago on Instagram. I was like, hey, can you feature some of my stuff? He didn't need me. He's got almost 1 million monthly listeners. He's awesome. So let's, and I think I did do a video about his stuff. I think I mentioned him at least. Matthew Mole, Colors. Oh, maybe Colors was the name of the artist? Anyway, let's just listen to a Matthew Mole song. This is my favorite one by him. Anyway, it continues to like raise in intensity, and that song is super, super awesome. I don't know if maybe I'm getting cut ever. Like, if you ever can't see me and I just go dark, it means that they've totally, cut me off because I was playing copyrighted stuff. But I am going to go ahead and link to that song for Spotify in the chat so that you guys can go check it out if you want. But yeah, Matthew Mole, very, very cool. He's from South Africa, and his music just has like this very like lighthearted, positive note to it. So that is a lot of fun to listen to. All right. I remember you talking about his music in middle school and now just rediscovered him, Reed Cole says. I think referring to Matthew Mole. Yeah, that's so funny that I've been with some of you guys since middle school. Absolutely hilarious. Listen to December by Neck Deep. Let's check this out. Listen to December, Neck Deep. I think. Am I typing that right? We'll have to find it on YouTube, it looks like. Neck Deep by December, maybe? Oh, December. Oh, you're saying listen to December. Okay, gotcha. The song is called December. Let's give that a start. Okay, so it's like a song about a breakup, but wishing that the other person was happy instead of that they were sad. I really like that. If you guys want to suggest a song that has like a giant F word in the front, I'd prefer to not do that, but still like a super cool song. Yeah, no, that was super fun. And yeah, does anybody have any songs they want to suggest like that they wrote? Because I would really like to hear some of those and give some feedback. So Mint Music Official, if you've got a song we haven't talked about yet, like, link it. Let's check it out. All right, Cowboy Tears by Oliver Tree. Oh yeah, Oliver Tree. Like, I've often felt conflicted about him. Like, he's got such a weird sense of style. I don't really know what to do with it. I guess I don't have to do anything with it. Cowboy Tears. Is it Cowboy Tears or Cowboys Don't Cry? Cowboy. Cowboy Tears. There we go. Yeah, let's listen to this. Oh, wait, no. Is that an entire... Oh, here it is, the song. I thought you were giving me an album for a second there. It's Cowboy Tears by Oliver Tree. Okay, I like that song. It's kind of cool. It's a little bit of a slow burn compared to a lot of songs that I've heard from Oliver Tree, though. I guess he does tend to write like at a slower pace. There's just a lot of like very interesting dynamics to it. This one felt like a little bit more like he was grinding through the lyrics. But it seems to be about just basically saying, hey, you're frustrated, you're sad, life sucks. You need to be ready to cry with that and accept it, rather than like do something drastic or, just like shut it all down until you kind of pop at the end. Yeah, cool song. Thanks for suggesting that, Keon. Mint Music Official, I've been seeing your comments, and let's go find Head Up. Mint Music Official. Here we go. I like your logo. That's pretty cool. Head Up by Mint Music Official, or Mint Music Official. I'm not sure. All right, Mint Music Official, awesome job. Here are my thoughts. Your strength is, I think, 100% in the verses in this song. It sounds super interesting. Oh, Goblin, if you want to submit songs, just add it to the chat, my dude, or dudette. But as far as Mint, as far as Head Up, I felt like what I really liked about the verses is that they kept pushing forward. Like, you were going through the lyrics fairly quickly, and I was getting more, and I was hearing more, and it was interesting. And you had a lot of concrete images, like the highway and the cars and flies and stuff like that. And then the chorus kind of just felt a little bit more in the cliche moral side, where keep your head up, stay strong. And I didn't understand why I needed to hear that from you. Like, I get why I need to hear that, but I just wasn't sure, like, what your perspective on that was. Like, the chorus felt a little bit generic in that respect. So I would like to hear more, like, what having your head up looks like for Mint Music Official, rather than just, what it looks like in general. That would be the advice that I would give at this point. Is, typically choruses are going to be a little bit more on the cliche side, and they're going to be a little bit more on the general side, but I just wanted, like, a little bit more of you. I think a lot of people, when they connect with an artist, it's because they connect with the person, not just with the music, and that's why people stick around with an artist for a really long time and, are really dedicated to that artist. And so that would be what I would want to hear from you, is just like that, not necessarily vulnerability, but just sharing an aspect of yourself and putting yourself out there. That would be what I think will really, get people to stick around if you listen. Blurryface, you can definitely request anything. But Mint, thank you so much for sharing your song. I really, really liked it, especially the verse. Yeah, no, totally, go for it. All right. What else do we have here? Good luck on your music career, Mint. Yes. Let's see if anybody else has submitted a song recently. Key to Life on Earth by Declan Mckenna. Oh, that name sounds familiar. Oh, hey, Recor, I see you. What's up, man? Have you seen my comment? Oh, I assume that's on ComJamPod and the Patreon. Let me double check. If it is, Recor is one of my patrons, and so I'm going to get him in here. No, your comment did not come through on Patreon. So yeah, hit me with your song right here, man. Let's give it a listen, okay? And also, hey Rico, I am recording this for our patrons, so I will be sure to send that to you too. And while you're typing, I'll go ahead and listen to Alrighty Aphrodite by Peach Pit. Interesting. Alrighty Aphrodite. What's going on here, people? It's an interesting sounding title. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, this song has a slow burn and it builds up. And you're saying that you think I'll like the mix of it, as well as the imagery and subtext. And yeah, I do like. I think I need to listen more to the lyrics to get the full like subtext aspect of it. But let's go ahead and pull up the lyrics. Alrighty, Aphrodite. Alrighty, Aphrodite lyrics. Take a seat back in your clamshell if the ocean's not enough, nor am I. Rolling in, I feel a dark swell crawling up the skin of my spine, which is interesting because spines don't have skins, but I guess it would be the skin outside your spine. If I'd known you sold on maybe, I'd have let you waste another guy. Well, alrighty, Aphrodite, go whip that red for other eyes. Run your morning bath in sea foam, soak your milky skin in the tide. I'd known you sold on maybe, I'd have let you waste another guy. Yeah, so what I like about this song, the lyrics are very interesting, and it's kind of like telling off this girl who they feel used by. But it's particularly interesting because he takes it so slow, and there's a lot of intensity in how he writes the lyrics and how he performs them. Like, there just feels, I think the way I would describe it is he doesn't feel like he has anything to prove, and he's got nowhere to go, and he does that really well. And for that reason, I really like Alrighty, Aphrodite. All right, Rico. Currently at a conference, so I couldn't post to Patreon. My suggestion is I Lied by Sofia Fracassi. All right. I Lied, Sofia Fracassi. And thanks as always, guys. If you're a patron, I really appreciate the support and everything. That is super awesome. So let's listen to I Lied from Rico by Sofia Fracassi. Huh. Okay, so if you listen to more of these lyrics, basically, like, I blame it on this and I blame it on that. I blame it on the list of things I wrote inside my head, all the moments that I've longed for, all the things I've never said. And then she says, I went and told you I was fine. Shouldn't have told you I was fine. Said I'd left it all behind. Like, all these things that kind of pile up and, like, feel like these weights on me. And I told you I was fine and that, like, I didn't feel, like, you know, I wish I'd had a sister and I never got to have one. So I feel sad. And she says that was not something that she shared with people, and so she lied and told them that she was fine. And so it's like it's that common thing where we tell people are like, hey, how you doing today? You feeling okay? And they're like, yeah, I'm doing fine. How about you? And it seems to be playing off the same idea where it's like, you know, basically just lying about how you feel instead of being honest with people. And it's also kind of about, you know, how you ask people, are you fine? But you don't really mean, are you fine? And this is not a bad thing to do. It doesn't make you a bad person. Oh, yeah, and if you're looking for what song this is, let me go ahead and share the link to Spotify. It doesn't make you a bad person to say I'm fine when you're not, or to ask without really meaning, because it's just like a social thing that we do. But I think it's a good reminder that you need to spend some actual time actually caring about how other people feel, trying to find out, and actually being willing to share how you feel. Like, that's really, really important. Being able to have people that you can do that with is super awesome. Let's go ahead and take another suggestion. Who else has a suggestion for a song? Jamboy, you've been super patient. Let's listen to Plasticine Dreams by Boston. What is going on here? It's an interesting Plasticine Dreams by Boston Manor. What is this? Interesting. It's vaguely inspiring. I'm gonna heart this song. Okay, so this song is super cool sounding. It reminds me a lot of, like, just the tone and style. So it reminds me of Winnetka Bowling League. Like, here's a sample from CVS, their song. Like, I think those are very similar sounding songs. But the lyrics of this one are interesting. We have, hey, you're a star, you're the one, thought I had a point to make, but I don't remember. And Henry Cox says that this is about the entertainment industry and the false promises of it. It's about how you get handed the keys to the kingdom, and suddenly there's all these hands in your pocket. It's not about us, though. We don't have any money. I think he's saying that it's not about the band Boston Manor because they don't have any money. But they're kind of like looking at what success would look like and how. And I've noticed this, guys. Like, if you think that Katy Perry is the one writing all her lyrics, or that Taylor Swift is, the only one coming up with music, no, like, these pop stars are really a business. Like, there's a whole team of people behind what they're doing, who are doing the costumes, the makeup, the choreography, the video ideas, writing songs, coming up with lyrics for them. Not necessarily all of that with Taylor, particularly like the lyric writing, but for a lot of these artists, it's very much like that, and they're more like a giant investment where, Bruno Mars can't just quit. Like, 150 people or whatever will lose their jobs if he just quits, because Bruno Mars isn't an artist necessarily. Like, he's a product that has been sculpted by record labels and by image consultants and costumes and makeup and the kind of lyrics that he writes. Like, Bruno Mars couldn't just write like a Taylor Swift song because it would hurt the brand image. Like, he's a brand. And I think that's what Boston Manor is talking about in this song. Now you made it, you're the one. Now you made it, you're the one, you're the star. And I had a point to make, but I don't remember. Cigarettes and Beauty Queens, Plasticine Dreams, like plastic dreams. And that's what it's all about. It's really, really interesting what the music industry is what they actually do with their artists. And I don't think it's so great to be an artist like that. I think, you're kind of the boss in some respects, but there's so much you're not the boss of. And so, like, I don't know, if any of you guys are trying to become music stars, just rethink like how much control you actually want to have over what you do, because for you to get the keys to the kingdom, everybody's going to put their hands in your pocket and they're going to be making money off you. So yeah, anyway, that's what it's all about, people. All right, what do we got? Trust by NF. Let's listen to some NF. It's been a minute, guys. What do we got here? Oh, with Tech 9. Yeah, this is a good one. Guys, I love NF so much, man. He's got such great flows. Like, there's so many points in the song where he like breaks it up, where he's like, but then in a second later, he's like, and he just messes with you, and it's funny. Like, it's just so good. It just makes me want to laugh with like this sort of overwhelmed happiness just to listen to it because it sounds so good. Trust is a great song. Outlandish, take chances, got to get it while I can with my damage. My sanity could leave, but if it vanished, don't matter to me, I'd still manage. I mean, depends what mood I'm in, or I'm in a mood again. I'm not going to try to explain it because there's a lot of lyrics. I'm scrolling through it, and he raps so fast that there's just so much to go over. But I love that song. I love the flows. I think it's amazing. Harry R. Trip, what do you got for me? Hey, howdy, hello. Nice. I forgot to send the vocal part last stream. Just sent the instrumental, LOL. Hoping to find a singer. Everybody is all right. Rough Vox. Let me see. Everybody is all right. Rough Vox. Let me see if I can find that. I'm assuming it's on YouTube by Harry R. Trip. Here we go. Everybody's all right. Rough Vox. Let's go ahead and give this a quick listen. It's funky, man. Ooh, okay. So something I really like in the lyrics, are we good, are we good, are we good? Could it be better? Are we good? So it's like this sort of, it almost feels like this grappling between, not being satisfied and also kind of being like, are we okay? Like, is everything all right? And you kind of assume that it is, but then the question is, but could it be better? Could we want more? Wait, breathe the pain, breathe it out, hurricane, show your scars, lose your mind in real time. There was just like so much funk to that. I really like that song, Harry. That's awesome. That's awesome. And honestly, your scratch vocals are surprisingly good too. Like, that was pretty awesome. Yeah, thanks so much for sharing, man. Thanks for the $5. Let's check out Reed Cole's I think it's Australia by the Shins, or Austria. Yeah, let's give it a listen. The Shins. The Shins are great, by the way. Love the Shins. Australia. Here we go. And then there's a song I want to show you guys. For sure, Harry. Guys, the Shins are awesome. We came in doing cartwheels, we all crawl up by ourselves, and your shape on the dance floor will have me thinking such filth and gouge my eyes. You'll be damned to be one of us, girl, faced with the dodo's conundrum. I felt like I could just fly, but nothing happened every time I tried. There's a lot to unpack here, and I probably am not going to try to explain these lyrics live without being able to, like, be quiet for half an hour and do a bunch of research. But it is a lot of fun. Here's an explanation by somebody else I found online. This song philosophically ponders the meaning of human existence and human potential. Okay, that's kind of a big song. It looks at the inevitability of death, religion, finding love in old age. That's about too much. Something tells me it's not really about that stuff. I think what it sounds to me like it's about is just sort of finding a good moment where you're at in spite of all those things that you're worried about. That is my guess at this point. I want to show you guys a song, and then Blurry Face, we got to listen to The Key to Life on Earth by Declan Mckenna. That one has been interesting to me since you've been posting it. So I want to show you guys a song, and the lyrics, or the singing is just so good. It's called Red Dress by Sarah Brand. I love this song. It's hilarious. Nobody can quite figure out what is going on, but it's basically like this really awful music video, and this girl's wearing a red dress, and we're not really sure what the song is about. The lyrics don't quite make sense, and she's just sort of like wandering around the pews in the church singing about her wearing a red dress. And we found out later, like, the song went kind of viral because it was so bad sounding. People thought it was like, the next Friday by Rebecca Black. And turns out that she was kind of just being a goof and it was bad on purpose to sort of get attention. And I think it's hilarious. For somebody who really appreciates lyrics over the music, somebody who makes fun of, the pop star perspective and these sort of vapid songs by just singing them as badly as their lyrics are written is, I think, pretty hilarious. So I'll go ahead and include a link to Red Dress by Sarah Brand if anybody else wants to check it out later. All right, let's do Declan. Where is this? The Key to Life on Earth by Declan Mckenna. Hey, if anybody else has a song of theirs that they wrote, I would really love to give some critique and see what you're up to. I think that is super fun. Here's The Key to Life on Earth by Declan Mckenna. So is that the key to life on Earth? Is gold? If so, it's a pretty cynical song. Gold, or a sarcastic one anyway. Gold, let it unfold. Imagine you're dressed in gold. Roaring crowds in Manchester will manage to be told. Oh, and your king, the boy you loved in spring. The way she looks at him, the common goal, and waiting for the kids to go. We've been held back for after-school meetings. They've got it in for me. For all it's worth, the key to life on Earth. Jokers, happy go, xenophobe, locals have got it in for me. For all I'm worth, the key to life on Earth. Yeah, interesting. It does seem to be saying that gold is the key to life on Earth. They seem to be kind of satiring rich people. And yeah, no, that's a pretty cool song. Blurryface, thanks for sharing that. And he said that song makes me wonder what it actually means. And that's my quick guess, but a little bit more research I'm sure would go a long way. Who said they were going to go to the hospital if I didn't listen to Computer Boy by Poppy? Strawberry Mochi Gun. I don't know what your name means, but I am going to listen to Computer Boy by Poppy. Let's give it a go. Interesting. That song... Scaled and icy. Sorry. You guys can hear the songs, right? Like, somebody just confirm for me that the songs are actually coming through. What? No? Oh, gosh! No! What? Oh, shoot! Oh, man. Oh, man. Ah! The heck? What? No! Why did you guys say something like that you were bored? Oh my gosh! No. This is the worst live stream ever. Oh my gosh. What? How do I fix this? You guys could hear the songs last live stream I did, right? Oh my gosh, guys. Let's see. Testing. I'm going to try to get that sound in here because that is ridiculous. Okay, I don't even know. Testing. I don't even think it's coming through that mic. Why is this not coming through? Is it because it's being used over here? No, it's not being used over there. I didn't even hit record over there, so what's the deal? Testing. What if I add a source? Audio input capture, existing, my US 800, testing. Oh man, guys. Filters, properties, advanced audio properties. Wowzies. Okay, can you hear it now? Is it coming through? It's still not? Why not? I can hear it in mine. Why can't you guys hear it in yours? Man. Well. Why have you guys been watching? Why did you stay here? Why? Okay, well, it's because you guys obviously love me very much and didn't want me to feel bad. Yeah, I'll have to do a little bit of looking into that to see like what's going on. I'm gonna go back and read some of your comments here. We can't hear the songs. No, none of them. Yeah, who was the first person? Scaled and Icy was like, it's so awkward watching him listen with headphones. And I was like, wait a second. No. as I figured out what was going on, and then you guys were like, no, we can't hear them. We've been watching you listen in silence. I thought that was intentional to avoid copyright. That's the best excuse you could have given me. I kind of like it, though. Dude, there's like so many better things on the internet. Sam says, we are just listening to you awkwardly bobbing your head. Oh, man. So, and I usually watch these for like for a minute, like a snippet of a minute, and you just watched me do that. Oh my gosh. It's funny because we get pure reaction to songs we already kind of know. Yeah, you have to like imagine the song is playing. I love the quietness. Well, it's a quiet live stream, I guess. Yeah. The silent reactions are hilarious and endearing. Oh, go on. We've unanimously decided not to say anything. You guys are giving me great advice on the audio output settings, sound mixer. Yeah, I'm using should be playing. Like, the crazy thing is that it's going through all the proper channels. Anyway, you with musical and sound knowledge, I appreciate you trying to help me, but I think I'm a hopeless case at this moment. Yeah, I was trying to let you guys hear those songs, and now I just sit in silence. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, see, here, let me show you what I've got here. Basically, there's a cord that goes from the computer that has the music coming out of it. And it goes over into here, and it goes into section 1. And then I turn up the volume on section 1, and let me see if I can play it. Yeah, like it's coming through right there. Like, there's no way you guys can hear that, right? I guess this way the stream will be longer. Yeah, maybe. This isn't coming through? Nope, yeah. But so like my headphones are the monitor, and so I should be able to hear everything that is coming through, and you guys should be able to hear the same things that I'm hearing. But alas of the lack, what is not working? That's so frustrating. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for sticking around for the world's lamest stream and being super cool about it. I guess I do need a car radio, Benjamin. It feels like an interactive podcast. There's just not a market for that. People don't want it. All right, well, I'm trying to think if there's any other way I can entertain you guys for a few more minutes here, and then we'll peace out for the day. And I will try to get this fixed at some point. Could it be YouTube copyright? But then you wouldn't be able to hear me because YouTube can't like split the sounds. So yeah, and it's just so tough because I can't actually test this. I'll have to like do like a private live stream at some point and just like test it for a while. Deacon Vlogs. Does anyone have poetry? Stand-up comedy with no laughter sounds good. Could you imagine somebody trying to do like a comedy special over a YouTube live stream? That would be hilarious, and you would just be like telling jokes, and you would be hoping that everybody was laughing at home, but they couldn't hear other people laughing, so they wouldn't be laughing as much. The public demand strudel, that is a fair request. I will bring him in on the next one in all likelihood. He is off like napping somewhere. He's very lazy. Yeah, everybody would be lolling on the inside and be super quiet. And I would just be sitting there dying. Yeah, so if anybody wants to share their poetry, go for it, dudes. Great question asking about April. She is watching Annika right now, and as soon as I'm done live streaming with you guys, I'm going to go watch Annika, and April's going to get some grading done. Oh. Yeah, my best friends, April's and my best friends, just had their second baby, and so we were having to watch their kid over at their house for a while. And he and I are the ones that run a business together, and so this whole week has been crazy because, you know, first off, we were watching their kid for some time, and I had a ton to do, but couldn't quite go get it done. And then, you know, we run the business together, and so I'm having to like do all of his work for a week while he's out on paternity leave watching his kid. So it's been a little bit nuts, guys. And that's probably, I'm going to blame my like lack of perception for the sound problem on that and say that's what's going on. Also, somebody called me Blonde Jesus, and Blonde Jesus would have way better hair than this, guys. So just so you know, all right? Let me run some ideas past you guys. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't blame anybody for leaving. Like, I can't listen to songs with you guys because my system's messed up, and I don't want to use bad quality, like with the mic off or something. So I'm just gonna yak for a few minutes, and then we'll peace out. A5 Tria or Astria, thank you very, very much. That's very kind of you. Fleet Foxes, awesome band. So, you know, if you guys have questions, throw them in the chat. I had really thought for a while that it would be super awesome to like write a fantasy novel or something like that. Do any of you guys like read fantasy? And I had an idea for it. I'm gonna take a risk here. Don't anybody steal this idea or send it to George R.R. Martin, okay? But I thought it would be really cool if somebody wrote a novel and they like record it. They had somebody on Fiverr record each chapter speaking it out loud, and then you put it on YouTube and you ask people to like illustrate scenes from it. And I, you know, have like some basic ideas for what I would write about, but I've always wanted to write. I actually did write a novel when I was a kid, when I was in high school, because I was trying to impress this girl, and she had a novel, and so I thought, okay, if I can send her chapters of my novel and she'll send me chapters of hers, then like we can talk, and it'll be kind of cool. And yeah, we talked a lot, and nothing really ever came of it, but it was kind of cool. And I, you know, listened to her novel and she read mine, and we had a lot of fun, I guess. But I've always thought like I want to go back and finish a novel and try to write something. So I don't know. I might try that at some point. I've got a couple people who like some fantasy novels. Came here for TOP chat. Yeah, unfortunately the sound system is broken, and we figured that out about 30 minutes in. So if you want to talk about Twin Pilots, say something. Let's talk about it. I've always wished I was American so I could go to the Ren fairs. I've never even gone to one. There was like a pirate Ren fair here where I live a couple of weeks ago, and I kind of wanted to go, but I just didn't, and it was sad. 21 Pilots is the best band. TLK Edits, you're not far from wrong, my dude. You're probably right, honestly. Like, can you guys even think of a better band? I can't even think of one. I like wait, what is this? I like books that interest my reading taste buds. What does that even mean, Scaled and Icy? I'm trying music. How could I get my music played on here? Well, wait till next month when I do this again and have a sound system working. And then definitely, like, jump in the chat, mention it, and we'll listen to it. Deacon Vlogs, that actually sounds awesome. I thought about writing a story with music that goes with certain pages. I had that same thought too a long time ago. I think that would be so cool, right? Like when you flip the page, then the music sort of fades out and comes in with something else. That would be awesome. You could do it like with an app or something. Try more Boston Manor songs. I'm gonna have to, honestly. That was a really great song that we listened to earlier. Fantasy is the best. Oh yeah. Junie Joseph. Oh, is that the new Joseph's kid? That's awesome. I haven't even been following that really. I saw that she'd been born. Good for them, man. 2 kids. That's a lot of work too. But in all the videos of their first kid, she seems so chill. So hopefully it's not too hard. Jay, your question. The fantasy idea sounds cool. What are you thinking of as far as illustration for YouTube? We're talking a picture per chapter, picture per paragraph, full on animated. I was just thinking like I could find some Instagram artists who might want to collaborate, or like some people who listen to the book and are excited about it, or even just like some people that I know, and like probably try to have like a new picture of what's happening in the novel every 30 seconds was the idea. That way like you don't have time to get bored with the picture and it kind of keeps moving. Each chapter would be about 10 minutes, so you need like 20 pictures drawn per chapter, and then just kind of see where it goes. I've always really liked Charles Dickens and Alexander Dumas and a lot of these old art authors who wrote in serial, where they just write chapter after chapter for the newspaper, and they got paid per word, so they'd write like tons and tons of words. And I was like, well, you could kind of do that with YouTube, where you did sort of like an audio book that was sort of written in serial and released chapter by chapter. You could kind of go back to the old days like that. What would that look like? And that's where I thought of the idea. I thought that would be kind of cool. So yeah, as simple as possible, but yeah, definitely not full-on animated to start. What instruments do I play? Well, I would be curious, Mint Music, what instruments do you play? Because I see you're still here. As for me, a little bit of piano, keyboard, okay on the ukulele, and a little bit more guitar. Those are the 3 that I've invested like any time in. What about you, Astria? What instruments do you play? Nathan, yes. What's next after Scaled Nicely? I love the way they finished the record with no chance to redecorate. Sets things up nicely. Interesting. I always kind of thought of Redecorate as like the spiritual successor to Neon Gravestones. Maybe like Neon Gravestones meets Leave the City. Leave the City, right? Yeah. That was my thought. I didn't even think of it in terms like that. I'd love to hear more of what you mean by that, Nathan. Deacon, I think Tyler Joseph should write a whole Dima book or make a movie. You know what? With all the fan fiction that's out there, he probably doesn't have to. But it would be kind of cool. I had heard, like, I don't know. It would be kind of cool if, like, Netflix... I don't remember where I remember hearing that from, but it would be kind of cool if Netflix was like, hey, let's make Dima into a series or something, you know? I write some sci-fi from time to time, though I kind of always get distracted from it after a couple hours. Yeah, it's not for everybody, you know. What do you think about Anthony Fantano, the Needle Drop? Super cool guy. We've collaborated on a couple of videos, and yeah, he was. There's nothing pretentious about him as far as I can see, though I think like everybody would disagree. It's just like music critics are like, okay, for a music critic, there's nothing pretentious about him. And he's pretty cool. He just like says it like it is and puts it out there. He doesn't really waste time with the haters from what I've seen. I like the plants you have. Thank you very much. And Scaled Nicely, I do like Paramore, yeah. What is this stream? It is not much, my dude. It was something, and then the system was messed up, and so we just sort of decided to chat for a few minutes before I peace out of here and go watch the baby. Jay, I think people would definitely like that format for a fantasy novel, assuming the novel is written well. That is the... You know, at the same time, I've been kind of like perusing what gets popular on Wattpad, and I think standards might be a little bit lower than some of us think. But yeah, like I would want to do it well. It would definitely take a ton of work. Mint, if I ever finish my book, I'll release a chapter a month. You know, I'd even do it more often than that because like a month, like people forget about things after a month, especially on the internet, right? Like I wouldn't wait any more than a week to release a chapter. Yeah. Deacon, I think Redecorate could somehow involve those 2 kids from Nico and the Niners. Okay, yeah. You need some writing inspiration. Read Brandon Sanderson. Okay. Bye, Scaled and Icy. Yeah, I kind of doubt Tyler would do it too. Am I going to the TOP Cinema Experience? Actually, I am not. Unfortunately. And I know that makes me sound like a fake fan or something, but there's just a lot going on right now. Super, super busy. And just trying to, be there for my wife and my kiddo. And there's going to be a little bit of new stuff. I'm sure I'll hear about it. I'm sure there will be clips eventually. And so I'm going to follow up. But yeah, trying to really focus hard. I've been working on our new business that takes like all day. We've got like 40 employees. We do a ton of stuff. It's really, really awesome. We have a really good time doing that. So I've got to take care of that first. And then I've been working on a new business where I help people, like I'm a career coach actually for people, helping them get into college and figure out how to get jobs with their college degrees. So I've been having to put a lot of time into that. So yeah. New pop song just released that. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I've been, Ted Rowe, I've been surprised by the number of folks who have stuck around and hung out for this. So thank you guys. Bye, Mint. Yeah. You kind of give me John Green type vibes. I feel like you're good at creating human dialogue, just going off how you talk. You know, Deacon, that is probably the best compliment you could have ever given me, which is super, super awesome of you. Something I have prided myself on. I haven't always been, the best at like growing a big audience, but I feel like I'm pretty good at coming up with discussion questions and getting people to like talk and give their feedback. Like, I think it comes from being a teacher. And so the fact that you would compliment me on something that I already, feel kind of good about and confirming that is really, really sweet of you. So thanks a bunch. Ryan, I love chill streams like this. I'm so glad. I'm glad you like this. I feel like such a poser right now. Because I just have nothing of high quality to give you guys since I found out that stupid headphones don't work. Oh man, guys. Oh, you know what? It's 3:09. I actually do need to go take care of the baby. I told April I'd be done 10 minutes ago. So I appreciate you guys hanging out and chatting and being a part of everything and being cool with me even when I was a jerk. So, or a jerk, I mean a goof for messing up the sound. So, yeah, thanks guys. I'll talk to you all soon. Wish you all the best, and I'm going to time this just